help me out. So thank you. All right, so we're obviously confirming we are on Ultimate. There was an incentive for which DLC that I am running. I don't know which one won. I believe it was Silver Lining, but if I can just get a quick double check on that, so that way I know which category I'm doing, that would be awesome. Also, if I could have Helix, give me a number 1 through 4. 4? Okay, you picked the right number. We're going in our underwear.
Yeah. Look, it's hot enough in here. That's probably a good thing.
Spidey's got to keep cool. Keep cool. Alrighty, which one am I doing? Between the two of them. There was Turf Wars and Silver Lining. Which one won? Perfect. We're doing Silver Lining. Awesome. That is the one that I love the most, which is why I donated to make sure that got set up. So one real quick thing before we start timer, I just wanted to give a brief explanation of our loadout here. We have suit powers and suit mods that we have to be taking throughout this run in order to refill our gadgets, because we have an entire plethora of gadgets that we're going to be using every single one of them. There's a lot of different things. Web Bomb is pretty self-explanatory. We combo a lot of them to be able to take out enemies quickly. I'm not going to go into too much in-depth explanation, just for the sake of time. Normally, like if you want a great explanation, watch Pestilist's GDQ run of Silver Lining on Ultimate for PS5. You'll be able to get all the information about all the gadgets. Anyways, and then we have suit mods. These basically just help us to generate focus, which allow us to use finishers. And then Scavenger allows us to get more gadgets. And then web attacks generate more focus. So basically, the more things we do, the more focus we get, the easier it is. So we are going to be doing Silver Lining, which is my personal favorite out of all the DLCs. So I'm really excited to be able to show this one off. We're going to be going ahead and starting the timer once I hit continue here. So this will be in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So Spider-Man Remastered is an absolutely incredible game, and this storyline takes place after the events of the main game. Essentially what happens is there's this big gang war between Hammerhead and all of the other mafias. And so basically we're going to be stopping this gang war. But by this point in time, Hammerhead has kind of turned himself into a cyborg. Yes, it is exactly as scary as it sounds, and you'll see how it goes when we fight him at the end of the run. Anyways, we'll talk about movement since we got a while. Obviously, we're Spider-Man, so we are going to be swinging through the city of New York. The biggest trick to going fast is maintaining our horizontal momentum and minimizing our vertical momentum. So the way that we do that is these animations that I'm going for. The jump is a little bit more consistent, but I learned that very similarly, this is not exactly where I want to be, but we'll make it work. There's this little like zip animation that I'm doing right now is a dodge animation. And what happens is if we dodge out of our swings, we can then basically continue our horizontal momentum and negate any vertical momentum, allowing us to go fast. We're going to immediately open up this fight here with a Web Blossom. This is going to set us up to take out a good chunk of the enemies, and then we're going to be using our impact webs here because we can take out enemies very quickly. And now I'm just going to also switch my suit power to negative shockwave because we will need it for a strat that we are going to be doing here in just a little bit. And then we can utilize our finishers. That finishes up that first fight. Nice and quick here, and then we're going to go right up into another fight. It is fight after fight after fight. Jetpack guys can be really annoying, but thanks to us being speedrunners, if I just throw a trip mine on them, they will immediately get webbed into the ground and be instantly taken out. Okay, so this didn't go exactly as planned. I don't have enough focus to take this guy out, so we're just going to chuck a bunch of things at him and then use the finisher on him. All right, so now we're going to go immediately into our Silver Sable fight. Don't blink, because you will miss it. Don't worry about it. She's dead. So yeah, that's Silver Sable. That is one of my favorite strats in the entire game because we just absolutely destroy her using that negative shockwave. I don't know who actually discovered that strat, but it is an absolutely incredible strat to be able to show off because that fight is an absolute pain in the neck casually, and that strat just makes it a lot easier. I did that a little bit safer than I would normally do it just because I didn't want to fail it in the marathon. Yeah, so now we're at a rave party. A little awkward to show up to a rave in our underwear, but it's fine. We're Spider-Man. He can kind of do whatever he wants. But anyways, this is basically the game is going to be introducing us to a side quest for this character, Screwball. We're actually going to be setting up for... so Screwball is a content creator, which... As a content creator myself, I should almost be offended by the fact that a supervillain is a content creator, especially one who's more popular than I am, but that's just a personal issue that I'm working through. Anyways, Screwball uses her platform to force Spider-Man to do heroic things because she live streams, well, her crime, which is using escaped convicts to hurt people. But we're just going to ignore her. It doesn't matter. We've got more important things to worry about than getting famous on Twitch or whatever platform. If that's her Twitch overlay, like I kind of want it, not gonna lie. But it's fine. So now we're in our first hello movement. Good thing it doesn't really matter at this point. We're in our first forced wait period, which is where, well, the game forces us to wait. We basically are waiting for the game to progress itself. And while we do that, we can then swing over to our next mission, which I think I actually might have... Oh, I have no idea where I'm at right now. Let's see if I can find it. I feel like I overshot it. This is the struggle with this game, is you have to learn how to swing through New York, and that can be really difficult. Where am I?
Okay, I'll keep looking into Hammerhead's plans.
I've never actually been this lost before. Oh, wait. Did I find it, or am I still stuck? Either way, it won't be that big of a deal. We'll just have to wait for the mission to spawn, and then we'll be fine. I just took kind of a little bit more of an awkward route. In the meantime, I'm just going to equip Equalizer, which is going to be our main suit power that we are going to be using for... Oh, there it is. See, we weren't that far. No big deal. But we will be using Equalizer for a good chunk of the rest of the run. Essentially what it does is it puts everything in the area at 1 HP, including us. So if we activate Equalizer and then we take damage, we die. It doesn't matter how much damage, it's just instant death. So for a few enemies, we will be using Equalizer, but we actually won't be using it too much at the start of this fight, just strictly because this fight can get a little bit on the chaotic side. So we're just going to be primarily using like our drones here to help with a little bit of crowd control. Another thing you're going to be noticing me doing is I'm going to be attempting, actually here, I'm going to go ahead and act. Oh, we got absolutely destroyed by that jetpack guy. That's unfortunate, but hey, that's Ultimate for you.
Shoutouts to Ultimate Difficulty.
So anyways, we are, I completely lost my train of thought, so that's fantastic. Oop, I missed that bomb, but that's okay. Oh yeah, when you see me do a finisher, you're going to be seeing me do them from the air all the time. That is because it is a much faster animation when you do it from the air versus doing it on the ground. So I got destroyed by a jetpack guy. I have... Oh.
Can you guys tell the next bunch to bring some snacks? Getting a little hungry.
Uh-oh. Improv. Nailed it. And we made it through that fight. So, Equalizer is just as hard to use on Friendly Neighborhood, even, which is like the easiest difficulty, on top of using it on Ultimate. We just use it a lot more in Ultimate because on Friendly Neighborhood, our drones are so overpowered that every single fight, we just swing around and we throw out drones and we call it good. For this area, I'm going to hop into my accessibility settings and turn on Chase Assist. Essentially what this does is during a chase, which we will have coming up here, we don't have to worry about the vehicles. If they get too far away, they start to slow down. So we have that as a nice feature to be able to prevent anything from getting too far away. And then we'll be turning it off at a specific point. Also, is it just me, or are these guys very unfazed by the fact that Spider-Man in his underwear is chasing them down? They're just like, yep, he's in his underwear. That's totally normal. No biggie. And then we're just going to be doing this quick time event here and chasing a few cars. So there's not really going to be anything too interesting happening for a little bit. So, Bonnie, if you want to go ahead and take it away, you go right ahead.
Alrighty, Zoj. Well, just want to give everyone a reminder of some upcoming incentives we got here. Right after this run, we have the Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall by Musical Daredevil coming up, and you have the opportunity to choose the character name for that. So, I believe right now, let me just scroll back over. You've got a couple of options right now. And, I'm sorry, just scrolled right on over. Where were we at? Oh, we got Araichi at $21 right now in the lead, closely followed by Snack. If either of those sound good to you, you can keep on pumping those numbers up for those. Make sure they win. Otherwise, you can choose your own. Just throw some money at that and see what happens.
Awesome. So as you saw in that unskippable cutscene, we got Silver Sable is back here. She is, well, I mean, attempting to take out Hammerhead because the technology that Hammerhead is using to wage his gang war was actually supposed to go to Silver Sable so that way she could use it to protect her home country of Symkaria from a very messy civil war that is happening right now. But there is a lot of like relationship struggles between Silver Sable and Spider-Man because Spider-Man doesn't like killing people. In fact, look at Spider-Man. He's even like making sure that the cars don't get damaged. Because I don't know, does superhero get covered by car insurance? Is that something Geico does?
It's expensive.
Is it?
It's real expensive, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure, because like you probably have to pay for a whole. You might as well just pay for a whole new car.
Your premiums just get crazy.
Yeah. So, oh, by the way, there's drones now. We're gonna have to take them out. So this is an area that can be a little scary. Drones, for some reason, if I destroy them too quickly, that's right. If I speedrun too good, I will soft lock the game. Thankfully, I can just restart checkpoint. And it doesn't stop anything too much. Okay, perfect. We got that voice line, so we don't have to worry about the soft lock. We prevented the soft lock. And during this section, we have unlimited gadgets, so I'm just going to sit here and mash R1. And then, oh geez, the game decided to fling us in the wrong direction, but that's okay. And we're going to land on here, and that will finish up that mission. It's going to be a pretty decently long unskippable cutscene, which I'm just going to say this. If anybody is familiar with game modding in any way, shape, or form, one of the biggest reasons that we were hyped up about the PC port is the forced wait times and unskippable cutscenes. If you're like good at modding, please buy this game and remove the forced wait times and make all cutscenes skippable. That will cut down in this run. That will cut down a few minutes. And in the New Game Plus run, we'll cut down probably like 20 to 30, maybe 40 minutes in a 3-hour run. And then in the sequel game, Miles Morales, which was recently featured at AGDQ 2023, that run has 50 minutes of unskippable cutscenes, and that's a 2.5-hour run. Right. So please get those out of here to make this game significantly better to speedrun. And like aside, this is coming from somebody who has speedrun way too many games. in terms, like, I've been running at Midwest Speed Fest since 2018, and I've run one game more than once, and I've run at pretty much every single event since then. I run a lot of games. And so coming from somebody who has ran a lot of games, if this game didn't have its forced wait times or a few unskippable cutscenes, this is not a bold take at all. This would be the perfect speed run. Its movement is super fun. The combat is great, and it has different length speed runs for everybody. So like, unless you're like a big Pokemon runner, anybody and everybody can enjoy this speed run. So please remove those unskippable cutscenes. So here's where we'll get to see Equalizer in its shining glory. I'm going to activate it. I'm going to throw out some suspension matrices and some electric webs, and that will take out everybody. That whole fight's over with because Equalizer.
Hey, MJ.
So now we're going to be heading over to a small... Well, we're going to have actually a really cool trick coming up here that we call Peter Glitch. So what's going to happen is Spidey is going to decide that his underwear is a little too awkward to go get pizza. So we're going to take our suit off, and we're going to walk around as Peter Parker. We're going to be, we're going to be ditching the suit and apparently wearing a flannel and jeans, which in this weather makes no sense. I was wearing jeans earlier. Yeah, I took them off because that was just miserable. But the glitch that we're going to be using is when we switch into Peter Parker, we are not actually able to use our Spider-Man powers. Our movement is completely and totally restricted. We are reduced to jogging. Look at that. We're just jogging. Which makes this part a little bit slow, but with the trick that we're going to be doing, it's going to look really awesome. Because at one specific section, we're going to restart checkpoint, which is going to then allow us to have our spider powers for about half a second, and will allow us to skip walking around the city block in this really awkward pathing. And also, quick shout-outs to the newspaper, the Daily Bugle. Silver Sable is back. But it will allow us to skip this whole awkward walking around the block to get to this spot, whereas we can just zip on this light post over here, the one that I'm directly in front of me, and it get us to where we need to be. But now we just got to wait for these guys that are over here to walk over. So we're just going to go. There's another newspaper over here. This one apparently is saying downtown debacle. Also, that suit is inaccurate, so obviously that photo is faked because Spider-Man was in his underwear. He wasn't actually wearing a suit, so... And then I like to mess with this little, like, pile of stuff because Peter's animations just don't really handle it very well. Like, what's going on with his ankle? Like, I mean, like, I know he's like, oh, nah, just clip through it. That's fine. I clipped through the
those
laundry.
spider joints.
Ah, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. All right, so now that we heard the line where they're complaining about Tony, I'm just going to wait for the mission to pop up. I'm going to restart checkpoint, and I have a very brief, and we got it. Nice. That trick is so hard. So getting that first try is actually insane.
And none of the citizens noticed.
Nope. They're New Yorkers. People doing things like that, I'm sure, is normal.
It's just all the time.
All right, so now we're going to take our clothes off again. That was a sentence I never thought I would ever say in a speedrunning marathon. But here we are, and we're going to Equalizer everything again. That takes out everybody.
Where's that laptop?
We're going to open up this van,
Hello there, Tony's laptop.
and we're going to say hi to Tony's laptop.
See if I can hack into it.
We're going to hack into it. Again, I don't know. So
Find my phone app.
you would think that, like, in this scenario, Spider-Man would be like, I'll keep the flannel and jeans on, but just put the mask on. No, he's just like, nope, all the clothes got to go.
Hi, honey. How's your day?
I'm not really sure why, but it's just Spidey things, so that's cool.
Good one.
We're gonna be heading over now to another fight,
If anybody knows where Hammerhead is,
because
it's
that's
him.
a lot of what this what this DLC run is swinging, and then optimizing. Oh, hello, that was not I took a little awkward path, but it's fine. A few front flips and a little spin is going to make us feel better. So this fight, I don't have Equalizer, so I can use my web bombs here to web everybody up and then concussive blast them on into a wall. And then I can use my finishers and a few other gadgets, and that finishes that fight. This is why I love Ultimate, because all of the strats that we do are just absolutely insane. Rather than, like, just... Now, droning is cool, don't get me wrong. Watching the drones delete everything is super fun. However, there is just a incredible amount of satisfaction that happens when you are utilizing all of the gadgets that you have and you're just showing off all the various tools to take out all the bad guys and make it look like it's not that hard to die. But in this next fight that's coming up here, you will very much see how easy it is to die. I think I have yet to do this section that we're going into deathless. So if it happens, I will be very, very, very ecstatic. So I'm going to be focusing during this just because it is a crazy section. Feel free to go ahead and read donations or something while this fight is happening. That's perfectly fine. That won't mess me up. So yeah, I'll go ahead and turn it over to you while I am doing this.
Alrighty, well, we have even more incentives coming up here. We have a brand new one for Streets of Rage 4 to choose Blaze's color palette. Blaze, that is the character that will be used in Matty Yank's run. We have a few options here. You got the lovely classic. You got the red with the gray jacket. Very good, very classy. You got the white with the black jacket. Really nice. Good for a night out in the streets. If you want to get fancy, you get the black with the brown jacket, nice and tough looking. Or the real like fall option. You got the black with the white jacket. All of them fantastic jackets, fantastic sprites, and you get to choose which one you would prefer. You just gotta throw some money at whichever your favorite sprite is. So yeah, go for it. We also got that extra bonus run for Stardew Valley coming up in a bit here. It's the Mines 50 glitched run that will be happening right after the initial run by Astro the Last. It's going to be some sort of craziness. It's going to be apparently done in under 5 minutes. I know I want to see that. So we just need to get $300 to see that happen. And of course that character choice name or the name choice for Musical Daredevil's run of Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall, which is coming up right after this run, is still open. And last I checked, I'm so sorry if I mispronounced this. Araichi? It's currently in the lead at $21. Anyone wants to sneak in, get Sneck to overtake that, or choose their own, feel free. The choice is yours.
Oh my gosh, we made it through Deathless. Let's go. As you can see, it got really close there a few times. There were multiple moments where my health dropped to 1. One of the cool things about this game that they did as kind of a failsafe is if you reach 1 health, you kind of get a little bit of iframes, which just helps to make sections like that a little bit more bearable. Some games are not nice like that, so it's really cool to have that. All right, so now we just did a quick little fast travel because traveling 2,400 meters is a lot faster by map than it is by swinging. So we're going to be heading over into the sewers, which is going to be really rough for Spider-Man not wearing any clothes. But what we're going to be doing is I'm going to switch back to the negative shockwave suit power because we are going to be very, very much breaking this game right now. So you thought Peter Glitch was a cool break. We're going to backflip. Oh, sorry, Spidey. I didn't mean to get you in the sewer water. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. We're just going to go. I'm going to... All right. There we go. We're out of bounds. And now that we are out of bounds, we can go through this entire sewer section without actually having to go through the sewers. We're going to be landing in some specific areas because this game is accurate, unlike some older Spider-Man games where sometimes he just swings onto nothing. If there's not a wall, you won't swing. And then I just need to hit that trigger, and there we go. We have now just successfully completed Sewer Skip. And what better way to celebrate than to throw every single bad guy at us again? Because, you know, Ultimate. And also, oh yeah, we're friends with Silver Sable now. I know, like, we fought her before, but now we're chilling out. We're gonna help her take out Hammerhead, which is kind of cool, except for when she doesn't let me use finishers on guys, because she takes them out.
It's a real complicated relationship.
I told you. I did say it was Ow. Oh, there goes, like, most of my health. Oh, there's a big guy here. So big guy, like the brutes, we have to be a little bit careful with because they take 2 full focus bars to take out. So sometimes I will actually delay using a finisher so that way I can have 2 full focus bars available to take them out. Oh, what's up, dude? I'm just going to take you out. Oh, there we go. Is that everybody? Ignore that mission marker. That's just the game telling us to get here, which is where we already were. And that's another good fight. Honestly, we're only at 1 death right now, which seriously blows my mind. So this run is going really well. We're actually getting kind of close to the end. We only have 1 more mission, but before we have that mission, we have a 5-minute forced wait time. I really wish, dang. If this wasn't the PC port, I'd like pull up another screen and like play Sudoku or something. I know that's what the runner Pessimist did during his GDQ showcase. Like he was running on PS5, and you actually see him they're reading donations, having a good time, and he's just playing Sudoku because, you know, why not? We are also going to put on another suit power, the defense shield, and that will allow us, when we're fighting the final boss, which is Hammerhead, to be able to basically go invulnerable for a little bit, which, again, we're on Ultimate, so it's really nice to have that. So we're just going to set ourselves up here. We got us a really beautiful New York sunset to look at here. Or maybe it's a sunrise. Honestly don't know. But either way, this view is freaking gorgeous. So take a moment and appreciate it. And I'm going to take a moment, get some water, probably even stretch a little bit, and take it away for some more donations. I'll tell you this, chat. I got a big thing for you here. So there is this, you guys are familiar with the wonderful Spider-Man movies by Tobey Maguire. If we get to $750 by the end of this wait time, I will do that dance before the end of this wait time or at the end of the run, whichever happens. Which we've got 5 minutes to get to it, so it's pretty doable. And you can watch me dance like an absolute loser in front of everybody here. So get your donations in.
You know that lady that came into Feast the other day with
You heard it here, folks. You want to see Zojalyx do that silly dance that Tobey Maguire does in, that's the 3rd movie, right? The Bully Maguire dance? Yeah.
Yep.
The one from all the memes? Yeah, well, I want to see that. So let's get some money in. It's at $750. I think we can do that in 5 minutes.
Absolutely. So one fun thing about running on the PC version is they allow us to use audio and visual mods. I didn't set any of them up for here just because it would have made it a lot more of a hassle, and some mods can mess with the game a little bit, so I figured I would rather be safe than sorry and not risk destroying Helix's PC. But one of the mods that I have is the music that you can kind of hear playing right now. It's traversal music. It is replaced on my home stream with the song, the Bully Maguire song. And so which is just amazing, and it just makes the game that much better. Also, Spider-Man's underwear on my home setup is Hello Kitty underwear. So if you want to see that and also other just mod shenanigans, follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Zojalyx. I know I shouted myself out earlier at the Lego Hobbit run, but if you guys are just now tuning in, you definitely want to come check out, hang out with me. I'll be going for sub 3 hours in New Game Plus after this event, so you'll want to be hanging out for that. It's going to be a good time. Anyways, back to you, Bonnie. I'm going to stretch.
Wow. What a vista we got there. Let me just do a quick refresh here, see what we got going. Yeah, we are still quite a bit away from that Mines 50 glitched run. And it's going to be 5 minutes of just pure lunacy happening right after the initial Mines 50 glitchless run of Stardew Valley. That is coming up in just a couple, I'll say like hour and a half, something like that, a couple hours.
Excuse me.
Something like that. Not very long at the end of the day. So, if you want to see that, I know I do. Let's get those donations in. Then, if you want to see Blaze fashioned up and your choice, that option is still there too. Just throw your donation at whatever palette option is most appealing to you. And who knows, you might see it.
I'm trying to see if I can play volleyball. There's not a ball here. That's really upsetting.
It's not a very good volleyball court then, is it?
No, not really. Maybe it's bring your own ball. High five, anybody? You can high five NPCs in this. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to scare you guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's awkward enough when you do the high fives with a regular suit. Then just only enhanced when he's just coming up to random citizens in his underwear.
I don't know. I think that makes it all the better when he's in his underwear. I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong on that.
Well,
one.
it's better for us, but not so much for the person on the receiving end of the
That's
high
fair.
five.
That's
yeah.
fair. That can be a little awkward. A little awkward.
The startled citizen.
For sure. For sure. All right. Oh, look at that. Some seagulls. That's cool.
Shoutouts to gulls. What's your favorite kind of gulls, Oj?
What's my favorite kind of gull?
Yeah, you got your seagulls, you got like the albatrosses, you got like I think a pelican still counts as a gull, right? I know, bird expert, but sounds right to me. They're all seabirds.
I am the farthest from a bird expert, so the moment you said that there were multiple kind of gulls, my mind just kind of exploded for a second. I was like, wait, seagulls aren't the only gulls? Like, I was going to make a Minnesota joke and say Gull Lake was my favorite kind of gull, but, oh, hey, look, the wait's over. Nice. All right, chat, I will extend my challenge to the end of this run, so if you guys get to 750 before the end of this run, I will, oh, that was an awkward cutscene skip there. Then I will definitely do the Bully Maguire dance.
Whoa, nice laser.
All right, so right now we are setting ourselves up for the final boss. One of the things that we are going to be doing throughout this entire thing is what's called a backpack skip.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What a backpack skip is it will, while certain dialogue is happening, if we go into our collections and we activate the first dialogue, if we activate this like first collectible, it interrupts the dialogue with another dialogue, and when it overlaps that dialogue and skips it, making it, well, faster.
Done. How's it look?
Systems appear functional.
So kind of a cool little thing that's available there.
Cool. Wait.
So we're just going to do one more backpack skip here. And now we're going to do some skeet shooting.
Okay. Ready?
Ready.
So we're just going to throw. We're going to be doing this for a good chunk of time here. Doing it in the air makes it a lot faster than doing it on the ground. Spidey's animations are just a lot faster in the air than they are on the ground. Plus, I love the fact that Spidey can levitate while he's doing this. You know, he's not really flying, but he's definitely avoiding gravity. Oh, hey, we finished it. That was really, that felt really fast. What the heck? Gonna do one more backpack skip. Actually make that 2 more backpack skips. And now we are going to be summoning Hammerhead. What's up, buddy? Whoa, ow. Okay, let's calm down. Whoa, where'd he go? Yeah, I'm just gonna restart checkpoint here and try this again.
Use a little help here.
The laser is down.
Can you fix it?
All right, so now we've got him stuck with all of our webbing. We're just gonna beat the absolute tar out of him. This is gonna activate this little thing with Sabril, where she is going to use her laser and blast him in the head, and then we're just gonna start kicking where she shot him. We're really quite mean to Hammerhead here. Then we're gonna activate Defense Shield and making us completely and totally invulnerable, so we don't have to worry about disabling him. We can just attack him some more, and then we can get this other laser to go off, and basically doing this whole first phase really quickly. I'm going to skip this cutscene. I'm going to reset checkpoint because that will give me my suit power back, as well as it will reset Hammerhead's position. And now we have to wait for Sable because she is going to place some bombs. And then we have to, well, do a bunch of different stuff to use our gadgets to get Hammerhead stuck. Using the web bombs is good because it also just gets his goons stuck as well, so they don't really bother us. I'll be throwing out drones here after I finish up, after my defense shield gets used up, just so that way. Well, actually, I don't want to use up my defense shield right now. But I'm throwing out drones because then I don't have to worry too much about enemies. And I can just, the drones will just be taking them out, and then I can go and continue to just bully the heck out of Hammerhead here. So time will be coming up here in, wait, did I just soft lock? What? Well, that's never happened before.
That's never happened before.
I'm so confused. Like, what? I don't even know what. Yeah. Thank you, Midwest Heat Fest. That was just mean.
Gives me a chance to read a couple of donations. Got $50 from our very own Wolfenstein. Do the dance.
Yeah.
Which we're still a bit off from that. Our time is running out. If you want to see Zojalyx do the Bully McGuire dance right here, live in front of everyone, just need $120 more. I think that's very well possible.
Ow.
Let's do it. We also got $10 from Cassasaur with no comment, but thank you very much.
I'm just going to use some finishers here. It's going to help kind of keep me alive. Ow! Oh, dodge, please! Woo, woo. Everything is fine. Everything is 100% fine. Do not worry about the fact that I am at 1 health. We're good. Okay, time will be coming up here in just a little bit. It will happen right when this cutscene starts. And time. So, fun fact, had I not soft-locked, that would have been an RTA PB, which would have meant a loadless PB, and possibly a loadless world record. So, thanks, Midwest Heat Fest! Anyways, yeah, that was Marvel Spider-Man Remastered, Silver Lining on Ultimate Difficulty. Thank you guys so much for donating for it. I absolutely love being able to show off Ultimate. It is a super awesome run. This is my favorite out of all the DLCs. The tricks are really fun. The combat is absolutely awesome, as you can see, using Equalizer and all the different gadgets. It is just such an awesome run to be able to show off and to be able to... It's actually kind of really cool because back in 2018, I ran Spider-Man 2000 for PlayStation 1, which was the first ever Midwest Speedfest run. And now on my 5th year at Midwest Speedfest, I get to show off, go back and show another Spider-Man game off, which just makes me so happy because that was just kind of like the nostalgia coming back and seeing essentially with how much I've grown as a speedrunner and as a person, in part thanks to Midwest Speed Fest, I'm feeling pretty remastered myself. So, what?
The first run that you did.
Yeah, that was the first one I did. That was my Midwest Speed Fest debut was in 2018. That not Midwest Speed Fest debut. Anyways, also shout-outs to the rest of the Spider-Man community, Burke Maverick, Pessilist, Willie Fetty, Sodalier, Skeet Kangaroo, Ink Blowout. There's so many people, too many Spider-Man runners to be able to name and shout out because the community is just freaking amazing. They've all been super helpful. Even if they don't really run the game anymore, they're still encouraging other runners, which has just been absolutely amazing to be a part of and to be able to show off. This game is phenomenal. If you haven't played this game, you need to play it. Also, another quick shout out too, though. This is one of my favorite parts of the DLC as well. It's a good shout out to Stan Lee at the end of it. Yeah, if you guys want more from me, follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Zojalyx. Follow me on Twitter. And I'd love to be able to hang out with people. That's what keeps me speedrunning, is being able to hang out with so many awesome people and be able to meet more people through going fast and raising money for an awesome cause. So continue to donate. Let's meet that Stardew Valley incentive. And I will see you guys throughout the marathon. Have a good rest of your marathon, guys.